All right, Alicia and Reenie here. Reenie is my little Muppet, half terrier, half Nauser dog, and we are out for our walk.
This is Sustainable Events Dog Walk, a short podcast from Positive Impact Event Consulting, where you can get a quick nugget about sustainability for your events and event business while on a walk with Alicia and her dog Reenie. Sustainability is a big project, but we'll get there together, one little step at a time.
Today, let's talk about swag and gifting. Just like everything in 2024, we're going to come in at the last minute with some late orders. But, this I think applies year round, and it just so happens to be pertinent right now. So my thinking is, if I can give you a couple of ideas, a couple of viewpoints on how to consider your gifting for client gifts for the holidays and or swag for special events. We'll come back to this topic, but at least right now, this can give you a little bit of something to think about. Hi, bud. Are you so sweet? You're such a big boy. Oh, yeah? Okay, bye. First and foremost, we're going to think about our gifting and think about our swag exactly the way we think about everything else in our event, which is, let's start with the why. What is the purpose of this gift or swag item? What are you trying to convey? Why do you think it's a good idea to be considering giving this out? And that's going to help motivate a lot of what we've got to decide from the outset. So we are in a nice lucky era where, in my opinion, you can get away with saving a lot of money on gifting by providing a personal touch or a simple handwritten piece of nail mail. So you don't necessarily have to be spending all your money on everyone. You can kind of spread out who gets the big money gifts and who gets something that's nice but not costly. And when you start to browse, there's lots of companies out there who are going to be able to support you, whether it's ethicalswag.com or going to your preferred printer or designer to try to work out something creative. I can outline for you the relatively straightforward things here are try to minimize plastic, try to maximize reusables or experiences, maximize supporting local businesses versus imports from China of tiny knickknacks. I think for the most part, we're all at the stage now where we would rather receive something personal or nice that's not going to take up space so we don't feel obligated to be the ones to dispose of than desiring just to get something for the sake of getting something. Come on, dog face, let's walk. In our industry, we don't always have the benefits of the local touch points of their industries. I do like to take inspiration though from the real estate market and how they do relationship marketing, where if you can offer a pop by of like sending out an email or card that says, hey, during X time, if you pop by my office, I have a little something for you, to be able to increase your contact and decrease your outlay cost for shipping and things like that. The same point with shipping goes if you maybe have a more spread out network to offer digital gift cards along the lines of here's a Starbucks on me. That does often make it harder to pull off supporting your local brands, but that's, a trade-off that you can decide on. And I would argue not mailing a little plastic card, but instead sending the email gift card is the way to go. And it's an opportunity for another touch point. Could be sending that with an email with the link to say here's a time or a handful of times I'm available for a virtual coffee, to be able to get that additional engagement. And I think my preferred method, and definitely where I'm at now with my business, is looking at a tiered system of saying everybody's going to get, a postcard or a handwritten something that's a personal outreach, something that I personally really love getting snail mail, so I love to send snail mail. What are you going to roll in, little dog? What was that? And then anything bigger is going to be only to a select group of people. I'm going to look to make sure that the item that I'm using to represent my company represents my values in my company. So it's going to be either plastic-free or made of recycled plastic. It's going to be not disposable. Ideally, it's going to be something that's not an immediate duplication of things that people already have. And it might possibly be something that could be construed as relating to tea, since I love tea and everywhere I go, everyone sees me drinking tea. So hopefully that can give you an idea of how to break it down for yourself. Of, as I'm starting to go on the sustainability journey, you can even put it in your communication. You can say, my hopes and dreams for 2025 include moving in a more sustainable direction with regard to XYZ, water conservation, power conservation, reducing plastic, reducing waste, whatever the focus you want to highlight. It doesn't have to be so specific that you feel like people are going to be able to check up on you and hold you unhelpfully accountable, but something to engage that part of your community, to give people an opportunity to say, oh, that's something I care about too, or that's something I've been looking into. Maybe we can support each other. That's a really great community building and relationship building opportunity. And my last two tips: one, feel free to reach out to me through LinkedIn or through my emails if you need to workshop ideas, or if you want me to help you hone in on what you're working on for your gifts. And two, don't worry about keeping it tight on the holidays. Everyone's getting a lot of things for the holidays. This is marketing central. This is when we've got everyone doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday and on and on and on. And then the actual holidays, all the gift giving, there's just infinite amounts of winter opportunities for gift giving. Maybe you strategically wait until January, when people are getting the New Year lull, getting a little bummed out, having their slow season, to engage and send your greetings, send your gift. And basically you've got all the way up until first day of spring and Lunar New Year for like the last rounds of New Year's, new life, new energy. That's a great time between January and March to get all of that touch point, take advantage of that time, and to stand out a little bit, because everyone was under a deluge during the November-December timeframe. So those are my tips on swag and gifting for the 2024 holiday season. I will undoubtedly come back and touch on this subject more. I hope you have plans for a great holiday. I'll be back plenty before those have elapsed. If you have any questions or ideas of what you'd like me to cover on Sustainable Events Dog Walk, please let me know with my email from the podcast notes or in the Google form listed on my website and in the podcast notes.
Thanks for joining me on Sustainable Events Dog Walk. I'm Alicia Drewby, founder of Positive Impact Event Consulting, and I want to help you integrate sustainability into your event business so you're ready to make every event you work on more sustainable. See you next time.